Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we have a collection of veteran guys back there between MJ and Myles and Jalen Mills and those guys. So I expect them to do what they've been doing. They've been preparing. All our guys prepare to be ready to play and start. And those guys are veteran professional guys that have been doing that all year. So anticipate those guys, whoever we have to deploy, plugging in and giving us their best.
I got another one. Sting hasn't practiced last couple of days. Tremon stepped in for you last week. What did you see from him when Tremon went in the game, and what do you kind of expect from him if he winds up being out there Sunday against Texans?
Yeah, Trey did a great job for us, man. I mean, again, same answer in terms of guys preparing and being ready to go when their number's called. We know just obviously from his special teams work, I mean, he can run and he's a physical player. He showed up, he tackled well, he covered. I mean, I think anytime a backup corner goes into a game, like they're going to test you on some deep balls. And I mean, listen, Trey can run. So he managed to handle those when they were kind of coming at him and made a bunch of plays and made a big play on the end of the half there on the quick game stuff too. So did a really good job. Again, another guy that's been prepared as a professional. And if he plays for us again this week, he'll be ready to go.
Is he the fastest guy on the team?
Oh, I can't answer that, man. We got GPS numbers. He's pretty fast. I don't know I'm gonna offend somebody else if I say yes. So he's one of. How's that sound?
Coach, what have you seen on film when it comes to Cam Ward?
He's a good player. He's got a lot of talent. Really good arm strength. I mean, just can make all the throws. Really, he's got quick release and it's pretty live off his hand. Really good on the move, sort of weather design. They do a lot of design, moving the pocket stuff for him and get him on the run on some boots and some keepers and things like that. And is really accurate on the move as well, which is tough to defend sometimes. And then also just sort of broken down plays and trying to make things happen after, second play. So similar to some of the guys we played in the last couple weeks, even a couple weeks ago in terms of just like having to defend through the second down. I mean, because he can get out a lot of ways and escape. And frankly, we've given up a couple quarterback scrambles the last couple weeks in some critical moments. So in terms of rushing as a unit and trying to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to those things. I mean, they're going to design some plays to get him on the move. But even when it's a drop back game and he gets out, he's really good on the move and outside the pocket. So whether those design boots and keepers or just him making plays and getting out, we got to try to make sure we try to contain him when he does that. But really live arm and a really good athlete at the position.
Overall, the defense has played very well over the first 3 weeks, but one of the issues it seems to keep showing up is tackling. How can you all improve on that?
Yeah, I think that's just week to week. I wouldn't say that we were that deficient last week necessarily. It's just the same every week. Again, we've talked about this kind of ad nauseum in here in terms of, we got to sort of practice within the rules of the system and there's not really a lot of live situations like that. So for us, it's about, techniques in terms of at the contact point and then really just tracking. And again, a lot of our missed tackles have been bad angles or overrunning things on cutbacks, bless you. And that sort of thing. So just training on, when we do get work in practice, being in the position to make those tackles. Again, a lot of times you're just out of position or behind plays and things like that. So we just continue to drill that and hope our athletes can show up when it matters.
When a team changes a play call, sorry, back here.
Sure.
When a team, I know it's bright. When a team changes a play caller, like Tennessee has done, does that matter in your preparation, given the system is probably the system?
Yeah. I would just say it's probably I don't think the plays are changing. I don't think also they're going to just be running some crazy stuff off the cuff. But I just, your tendencies probably change. Again, you're basing certain tendencies on how a play caller calls things and at what times he likes certain plays, and maybe that changes. I've known Bo for a long time. I worked with him in Miami. He's a good coach. So they'll. I think for us, it probably comes back to it, which I feel like I guess sometimes I'm a broken record up here. Like it leans into like, hey, you don't know how those are going to play. I mean, we're expecting the plays in the offense to be same, and just of when those plays are deployed and how they're called. So for us, it goes back to, man, they can call whatever they want, and we got to be on our techniques and playing our calls. It doesn't necessarily matter where they're getting to. So, but yeah, it'll just probably be a little bit more sort of real time feel for how the game's being called, not necessarily what's being called.
No, sometimes game day, the roster crunch can leave a guy on the outside looking at him. You guys had Tommy Togiai this past week. What does he bring to the table when he is in there? And does he give you something that maybe some of the other defensive linemen don't have?
Yeah, I mean, I would say at a baseline, the decision to bring Tommy up last week was just we thought it was going to be kind of a run type game and a certain type of run that those guys run. The variety stuff we talked about in last week's press conference, and Tommy's really good in those situations. And honestly, he played exactly like we thought. Like stopped the runs, played some screen game well. Like just does a really good job. I mean, all the things I feel like I see sometimes you guys have been asking about Tommy for through the course of the offseason, and it's always the same answer. He's consistent, he's steady, he does it right. And sometimes when you're playing a team that has a lot of just variety of runs, a lot of stuff going on, you just need those kind of steady, consistent guys. And he made a bunch of plays for us. And if his number's called again, he'll answer the bell again. I mean, we have a very talented D-line, and those decisions are made week to week in terms of who we think is going to help us win the game best in that situation. So Tommy did a really good job for us, and he'll do it again next time he gets to play.
Coaching your defensive and you all's defensive unit, you all, the plays that are called, you all move as one. How, if one person is, maybe out of position, or if one person is doing their own thing, can that throw the entire defensive scheme off?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys, everyone wants to have scapegoats. I mean, I would say this, our defense, it's any team, right? You guys, everyone talks about football's the ultimate team sport, right? And there's a reason that we say that. And so regardless of what's happening, if someone's off or not off or on, then yeah, it's obviously going to throw your defense off. But it's never one person's fault. It never is, guys. There's plays that happen, and you guys see, a DB beat down the field, and oh my God, that guy got beat. And it's well, you know what? We called the pressure, and the pressure didn't get home, and that guy didn't blitz hard enough. So you guys see that thing happen, but that happened. That's it's as much that guy's fault as somebody else's, and or hey, we can't bring a pressure. We have to just rush forward, and guess what, DNs, you're going to get chipped this game or this play, because we have to dedicate more to coverage. And you guys see someone getting blocked and he doesn't get a pressure. And I get a question asked about why doesn't he pressure more? Well, you know what? We asked him to have a hard down because we had to play more coverage that week or that play or whatever it is. So, it's never one person's fault, whether we give up a play or a score or whatever's happening. It's always tied in. And everybody in our defense has a hard down. And play to play, we make calls, and as coaches we make those decisions to say, hey, man, I can't help you here because I got to help him. And next play maybe something else, and that's how the game goes. And we know if we're asking someone to have a hard down, then the people that we're giving the help to or putting in a good position better make those plays. And sometimes you guys don't see all that stuff. Again, it's never one person, and it's never one guy's fault or this or that. It's a collective unit as coaches, as players, at every level. And if we're in conjunction and we're riding together and working right, then it's going to be pretty fucking good. Excuse my language.
With Darrell Taylor healthy and off the injury report this week, would you expect him possibly getting back?
Yeah, same question as all those guys. I mean, again, we have decisions to make with the roster. Those aren't my decisions. And as we move forward through the week in terms of how we're going to deploy guys and play, those roster calls are made in terms of active. Again, we have a very talented roster, heavy in some positions, and those decisions have to be made. So, again, DTs is similar to Tommy. If he gets his number called, then he'll be ready to go.
Kamari hasn't played a whole ton without.
Sorry, who?
Kamari hasn't played a whole ton without Sting on the field. If Sting can't go, does anything change with his preparation?
Nope. Go play corner. Go cover people for us, hopefully, and hit people, and hopefully not smack his head too much.
Cool.
Thanks,
Coach.